Are heat lamps actually flammable, and can they burn down your chicken coop? Well, today we're gonna find out. So heat lamps are something that's commonly used in brooders for chickens. It's something that can provide a lot of heat in this red tinge to basically keep chicks warm in brooders as they're getting older until they get feathers and they can keep themselves warm. Well, as I know and I have heard and I've told you guys before, heat lamps can cause fires. I've heard that, never seen it, so I wanted to try it out. So today we got our heat lamp, we got a couple bulbs, we got some shavings that you typically use in a brooder. We also have a metal pan that we can put those shavings in that is not flammable, so we can contain a fire if there is one. But I actually looked up what the flash point of wood chips are, and there's no good data, and that's mostly because it's hard to tell what moisture content these guys have, what they're made of, and it all varies and matters to the flash point. So we're gonna go ahead and get this set up and see what we can find out. So we're gonna start by putting, I don't know, just a little bit in here. So as you can tell, this is about, half an inch to an inch, so it's a very light amount, but I'm trying to save here on the amount of chips that we use. So I'm going to go ahead and get our heat lamp bulb in. This thing is like something like 250 watts, so this is pretty hot. It also has an infrared filter on it, so we'll see what that does. Typically, your heat lamps will actually come with a cage like this that goes in the front, and it's supposed to prevent things like this from happening. So, go ahead and get our bulb put in here carefully so we can not break the bulb, because that happens so easily. Basically, what we're going to do on this time, we're not going to use this at all today because, well, we want to catch fire and see if it's possible. So I'm going to turn this on here. It works. You can tell it is, it's really hot. Forget the temperature here of just the bulb itself right after starting. It is 150, 55, 60 and climbing. It is very hot. So what we're going to do to get started here, we're going to kind of start at a representative temperature or representative distance here from the wood chips. So we'll I'm going to do it something like that, considering, that's how you typically do it to get, chicks going. Let's go to temperature of the wood chips to get started. It's already climbing. Anywhere between 100 and 110 degrees. It's all Fahrenheit because we live in America. So we'll check the bulb one more time. The surface of the bulb is at 240 or so. So we'll go ahead and let this sit for, about 10 minutes. And we'll come back and check the temperatures and see how it's doing. It has been 10 minutes, so I'm interested to see how this platter of wood shavings is. All right, let's see, closest to it, 140 or so. About in the middle, about 158. All the way on the edge, we're about 186 or so, 180. So it's still not even close. I'm just taking a random guess, but I imagine it has to be about 400 degrees or so to catch fire. But that's just a guess. It's only been 10 minutes, so it'll probably go up a little bit more, but I'm assuming not enough to actually make a difference. So I'm gonna get this basically facing directly down, and then see after 10 minutes or so what the temperatures are like, basically right on top of it. Try not to burn myself either, because it's hot, come to find out. Let's do this with the metal touching, because I can't stop it. So we'll do this time with the metal touching. So the metal is touching the shavings, and then the light is directly onto the shavings, kind of at least a few inches away. We'll give it another 10 minutes and see how the temperatures do. Zoom this in because I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It is smoking. It has only been 2 minutes here, so I don't know what even is smoking here. If that's
yeah, it's right there. And that's the hottest part of this. Ooh, 340 I saw.
Well, I did see some smoking. Holy cow, I'm blinded now. So I do have a fire extinguisher. No, I'm not a complete idiot. So we are taking safety precautions, so please don't try this at home. I don't want you to catch your house on fire. So I honestly don't know if this is all we're going to see. I kind of have a feeling that's all we're going to see. But the next step is actually going to be pushing the bulb right onto the shavings, and I think that's going to have quite the catastrophic effect. But because that's 400 and some degrees. So we'll see. We'll let this sit for another, I don't know, it's got about 7 minutes or so left, 6 minutes, and we'll see how it does. Well, it has been 10 minutes and no fire. So it is consistently smoked, and that's about it. So temperatures have actually stayed pretty constant. Hottest is about 350 I've seen on here. So I'm actually gonna do the worst thing here and dunk this down. We'll see how this goes. We'll give it 10 minutes or until something happens. Probably shouldn't go too far. So we got definite smoke here, like right away. So I'm gonna pull this up and just see. Oh yeah. So there's definitely a scorch mark in the shavings from the heat, as you can tell by the smoke. So I kind of want to wait, at least wait that 10 minutes or wait until we get some flames, because that'd be kind of cool. And that stinks, let me tell you what. So I got some airflow going, so it's not going to like fill up the room as much anymore, but oh, it's getting there. Oh, it's kind of, whoa, yeah, look at that. Oh, maybe. Okay, so this has been on here for a long time. There's a lot of smoke, a lot of burned bits, and zero flames. So there's definitely some embers. I'm going to try and blow on them. Oh, no, don't do that. Carefully. Aha! Got it. All right, well, that answers that. Okay. I got to put this out. Hold on. Pause. Put this on the ground. Well, that answers that. that was about to take off. So I can see in a real world environment where you may have some airflow that's blowing those really hot embers, how that could start flames, right? In a perfect scenario where there's no wind, I mean, maybe not, but also you got the birds in there that are flapping, and especially those could get cooked and die really easily, even without flames. So, ooh, that's hot. So yeah, it is true. I knew it was true for the most part, but I'd never actually seen it. Yes, coop lights or heating lamps. Yes, heating lamps can cause coop fires if you are not careful. Yes, it is usually a very extreme case where they have to be right, like in the shavings. So if you have them at a distance, not a big deal. The problem is they can fall very easily and hit the shavings if you're not careful. And it takes less than 10 minutes to get the embers going, probably only really a few minutes to get embers going. And if you have any sort of airflow, it's going to start that into a flame like that, and it's going to go up like crazy. So please be careful. Please use heat lamps sparingly, only when you absolutely need them, and be careful with them. Only use them in brooders and not in coops, and make sure they're secured. And make sure you use the little, how you doing, this guy, the cage, to make sure that you don't actually cause a fire, because this thing will actually stop you from having a fire, because it will keep you inches away from the shavings and will prevent you from creating those burning embers from actually touching the bulb. So thank you guys very much. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next week.